Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and it's another episode of Beyond Cardboard. I am so excited about tonight because I get to have my first father-son duo, and I'm really looking forward to that. Got some people coming on. I'm going to give it a minute or so. I'm going to get it pulled up here on my computer so I can follow along with y'all's questions that you have. And I can't wait to hear about the weather where Dustin and Blake are, because I'm sure it's not warm, or at least relative to here in Texas where I am. Hey Andy, how you doing? Let's see, where do I want to go? I want to go over here. So there we go. I'm watching. It's 16 degrees in Minnesota. Well, we're about to find out from the people in Minnesota how cold it is. And I am going to be watching comments going on over here and checking everything out. So, all right, let's get this party rolling. It's 1 minute till 6. We're a little early, but that's okay. I don't think anybody's going to mind. We're getting people rolling in here. So, hey everybody, how's it going? Time for another Beyond Cardboard episode, and tonight I get to have, we're going a little early tonight because our special guest tonight, he has school tomorrow, at least one of them does, and so we're going to do this a little bit early. If you don't get to catch it live, I hope you catch it on the playback later and get to watch it going to work or something tomorrow morning. But let me introduce my guests tonight. They are a father-son duo that have been on YouTube for a really long time, a couple years, which to me is a really long time. And it's Dustin Abraham and his son Blake. Dustin and Blake is their channel. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. There's Blake.
Hope everybody's well.
They're doing good. We're doing good. Got some people coming on. So, all right. Y'all want to just jump into some questions? I guess we should ask, how cold is it there first?
It's pretty cold. I guess it's probably about 16 degrees, like Baseball Card Kid said. It was in the 20s today, upper 20s, so it was that was actually kind of nice for us. But
upper 20s, nice. Like, Blake, you said you were outside this weekend playing?
Yeah.
Did you freeze or what? Did you have frostbite?
No.
No?
No, actually, it was actually pretty warm.
Man.
Honestly. I think I had my coat on and everything on.
Were you in shorts and a t-shirt outside in the 20s? Or no?
No.
Yeah, I would have been quite chilly. So let's get started with some questions that everybody is here to hear you guys talk about. The first one is kind of how you guys got started collecting, and kind of how old were you? How did that process start for you guys?
I was about 8 or 7 when we started.
And how old are you now, for clarification, Blake?
9.
9, okay.
10 in April.
Okay.
So it would have been 2 springs ago is when we started. I first started, I believe I was 8 years old, so it was around 90, 91 when I first collected, and then probably collected until maybe 7th grade-ish, and then didn't collect again until Blake started.
So you just kind of had a little hiatus there?
Yeah, like a lot of us.
A lot of us do that. Blake, I'm being asked what your when in April is your birthday?
April 2nd.
April 2nd. All right. Based on this, you might expect a couple of care packages from the audience based on people wanting to know when your birthday was, which is awesome. So when you grow up, who are your favorite players and teams, Blake? Who do you like?
I like the Vikings, the Minnesota Twins. I don't know who else.
Hey.
Just say your favorite players.
And my favorite players: Adam Thielen, Royce Lewis, Stephon Diggs, and Nick Gordon.
Are you a Byron
And
Buxton
my-
fan?
No,
Well,
not really.
he was until last year.
Okay. What about you, Dustin?
Kirby Puckett, he's pretty much my hero. Other than that, I'm going with Royce Lewis too. Some of your viewers might not know who he is, but he was the first overall pick in 2017 by the Twins, and Blake got to meet him and spend some time with him, and he actually watched our YouTube channel, so that's kind of why we have a connection with him.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. That's so cool. You're a big Rod Carew fan too, though, aren't you, Dustin?
Yep. And Harmon Killebrew.
Best
But those
autograph.
guys were before me.
Best autograph in baseball, Harmon Killebrew, I think.
I got to meet Rod Crew too.
Did you at the Twins Fest this year?
Yep.
Very cool. I saw that video. That was awesome. Did
Um,
he taught? Who did you know, Blake? Here's a trivia question for you. Do you know which Twins player Harmon Killebrew taught how to write how to sign his name?
no idea.
Dustin, do
Dad
you know?
knows with it. Michael Kadire.
Michael Kadire, that's right. And Michael Kadire's autograph changed dramatically from pre-Killebrew talk to post-Killebrew talk. And it became one of the most legible, beautiful autographs in the game.
Yeah, they were doing a signing together, and basically Kadire signed before Killebrew, and when Killebrew would get that balls or whatever, he would say, "Who is this chicken scratch? You know, if you don't start writing your name legibly, I'm just going to get up and leave, and everyone's going to be pissed at you."
I had heard that an add-on to that story as, that you never know, like somebody had said in that conversation between Killebrew and Kadire, that you never know when a kid's getting his first autograph or something like that. Is that true that you know of?
I'm sure it is.
Okay. I've just heard a lot of variations of that story, but it's a cool story, no matter what. So, what sets do you guys like to collect?
Usually I like Tops and Panini.
That narrows it down.
We like Bowman's products because of the prospects, because of Royce Lewis and Nick Gordon, and so yeah, we prefer Bowman sets for our newer cards.
Cool. What about football, Blake?
He probably doesn't know the names of any of them.
Yeah.
Geez, for football, I like Phoenix is a good product. Select is the best product I think of, pretty much year after year with football.
Nice.
Comes out later in the year that you don't get as many of the trashy rookies, the guys that got cut and all that, and it's a very good looking product too.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
That's what I read.
just to the audience, a reminder, we've got Dustin and Blake on. If y'all want to ask some questions to them, make sure you're putting questions in the comments. I'll be looking over here to write those down as you're asking them, and we'll get to that section later. But Blake, would you say you like football or baseball better in terms of collecting and just watching the sport?
For collecting, I probably like football a little better. And for watching, I like baseball.
So why do you like football collecting better?
I don't know, because there's cooler cards, they have cool designs. And then I don't know.
No, that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
I kind of agree with him. It seems like there's a little bit more variety with football cards than there is with baseball.
Okay.
But I prefer baseball on most accounts, so I guess I like watching football on TV maybe better than baseball, but in person I like watching baseball better, if that makes any sense at all.
It totally does. I think most people feel that way, quite frankly.
It's just nothing beats going to a baseball game and being out there in the stadium with a hot dog and beer and all that.
Sure. And the sun and having it. Usually y'all's football games are inside most of the time, right?
Yep.
So is there a collecting niche that you guys would like to start or wish you would have started, or?
I would like to maybe later on get more into pre-war stuff.
Okay.
I just probably don't really have. I know you can get some for cheaper, but I don't really. I think it's going to be when Blake's older before we start getting into that too much.
All right, that's cool. So Blake.
And when Blake's.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So when Blake's older, he's going to have more of an attention span. He's going to want to learn more about the stuff, I think, which he does a little bit, but you know, he's still a 9-year-old kid, and Dad can only bore him so much about old baseball players and cards.
Yep.
Hey, Blake, I think when I was about your age or maybe slightly older, I just read the baseball encyclopedia. It was this giant book that had all the stats for every player that had ever played, and I just read it for fun. How boring does that sound?
Really boring.
Yeah, I was a dork. So, Blake, what is your kind of dream item? Like, what would you love to have?
No.
Tell him what you told me when I first asked you that question.
A Rolls Royce.
A Rolls Royce is what you said.
Wow. Yeah, sure. We'd all like a Rolls Royce. I'm getting some good questions for y'all. What about you, Blake? Or Dustin, I mean?
I don't know. I guess, well, I'd say it's probably 3 things. I need to get a Kirby Puckett autograph.
Okay.
Don't have that yet. And that's one of the more realistic ones. I'd love to have a Babe Ruth autograph, like similar to yours. And I would also like to get a Playing Days, maybe a Cracker Jack, something like that.
Nice. The Puckett autographs are, I look into this a lot because I only have, I think, 2, maybe 3 Puckett autographs in my whole collection. And they're expensive. Like, it's amazing how, I mean, you have to be, I just would say it's, you can get them. And if it's kind of like, this is my one Puckett I want to get, I would tell you not to be afraid to kind of splurge on it and get it authenticated for sure, because Puckett has, you know, he can be forged. He has some bad stuff out there.
Right.
Okay. God, I'm getting a lot of questions for y'all. I need to ask y'all a question so I can write down these other questions. So this is a question not for you, Blake, only because this would be illegal, but Dustin, who would you like to have a beer with, current or former player? Who would you like to sit down and just have a chat with over a beer?
Babe Ruth. I definitely would love to chat with him.
Do you think Babe Ruth could drink you under the table? What do you think?
Yes. Yeah.
He had some experience at it, didn't he?
I was in my early 20s where I could, you know, somewhat compete with him, probably, but nowadays, no way.
Yeah, he would take me to Pound Town for sure. Sorry, guys, I'm getting some good questions.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe y'all can help me remember some of these questions because they're coming in pretty fast. All right. How many different ballparks have you guys been to?
Blake, do you want to?
Only one.
Well,
2 basically, but.
You've been to a minor league park.
Okay.
At Franklin Rogers Stadium in Mankato, Minnesota. And then also you've obviously been to...
Target Field.
You were actually at the Metrodome, but you were watching monster trucks, not baseball. And myself, I haven't been to very many either. I've been to the Metrodome and Target Field, and the only other major league park I've been to is Miller Park.
Which is very nice, yeah.
Yep.
I've been to Target Field one time in the inaugural year, and it was beautiful. I mean, just a gorgeous ballpark.
Yeah. You should. It's kind of cool when you get to see it at like Twins Fest when it's like covered in snow.
I bet that is awesome. That's a good point. I was in the middle of the summer, so there was no snow. I bet it's even prettier. Very cool looking. That's awesome. Okay, next question. Are you guys going to national next year? This year, I guess, technically.
Maybe.
We don't quite know yet. My wife kind of goes back and forth on it. Sometimes she wants the whole family to go. Sometimes nobody's going. Sometimes just me and Blake are going. Then I booked a room, and then she got mad about that. So, well, one of the biggest things is we're working on a remodel of our attic. We're adding some rooms. And
Gotcha.
It's taking an awful long time, and we're starting to go over budget on it. And so that's that might hinder us on making it this year.
Well, it'd be great to see you guys there and meet you in person there. It's a lot of fun, Blake. Just cards as far as you can see, man, all over the place. It's very cool. So, let's talk a little bit about how you guys got started in YouTube. What was the inspiration for you guys to do this channel?
Well, at first, kind of the only reason, is because, Silver Jackified, giveaway, that was our first video.
Okay.
We kind of went on from there.
I think, guess what, Blake? I think Silver Jackify is on this live stream watching right now.
Is he really?
Yeah, really. Which is pretty cool. He got a 52 tops mantle. Oh my gosh.
I seen that today. Yeah.
Yeah, I see him. He said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, that was crazy. So where did I know it seems this is the dumbest question I think I can ask you. Your YouTube handle is obviously your twofer. I was gonna have to say, where'd your YouTube handle come from? I mean, how dumb is that?
It used to be just my name. It used to be just Dustin Abraham.
Right.
And then I toyed with changing it to maybe Blake's Breaks. Because obviously, like you said, it should be Blake and Dustin because he's the star. Put myself first because even though Blake's the star, I'm still the guy in control of the channel and commenting on other videos and stuff. So, Dustin and Blake.
Down on the meters.
So, let's talk about your channel for a second. I've got two questions, really. For your Dustin, and when you do your Double D Sports Talk with Dustin Bellinger, how do you guys do that? Because you're both kind of clipping videos together, and you're obviously not in the same area. You're not shooting them at the same time. So, what software do you guys use, or how do y'all do that?
Okay, that's a good question. We actually are going to have a new episode coming out probably tomorrow night or Tuesday. We got a guest coming in here. Carly's coming in. And what we do is we have a Google Photos shared album. So we email each other back and forth, text message, call, whatever, and get these ideas and decide who's going to take what, and then we create our videos in our own time and then put them into that shared folder. And then Bellinger is he's the one who puts everything together at the end and edits them. Gotcha.
It's a really cool idea and a great way to do a collab video without being in the same city or state even as the person you're collaborating with. So I think it's awesome. And y'all talk about so many great hobby related things and just sports things. It's a really well done show, you guys.
I want to say one other thing about that is anybody that's watching, if there's anything that they want to see us talk about, please, comment, email, whatever you got to do. Get a hold of me or Dustin Bellinger and let us know, because we're always looking for new ideas and stuff. And we're also willing to have guests on, and we've done that before. And our next episode's coming out. It's got 3 great guests on it.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it now. I can't wait for one of you to post it. How do you decide whose channel it's going to go on?
I did the first episode because just the fact that I had more subs at the time, and then we kind of just alternated every other.
Makes sense. That's a good idea. So now I have to ask you, Dustin, about the Walmart shout out video. Uh,
Yes.
Absolutely instant classic, and I think I watched it, I don't know, 8 or 10 times. I've seen it now, and I swear every time I watch it and I laugh at a different point because I was laughing before on the previous time watching it and I missed something clever that you had said. How on earth did you come up with that idea, and how did you convince those total strangers to help you out?
Well, it's funny because, well, like I remember when I talked to you on the phone two weeks back or whatever, and I said how I kind of felt like I was having more fun making my videos with Blake, and I was just in a silly mood, and I really don't know how the idea came up to me, because I was thinking of, like, how can I creatively do shout-outs? And then I realized, certain channel names just sort of lent themselves to items that you could find in the store. And then, then the other channels, maybe I could have, I had like 10 loaded with names, and I had 2 or 3 people said no, they wouldn't read them for me, and I had to get back to work, so I couldn't sit at the store all day doing this, because I did this during my lunch break.
Okay.
So I'm probably in the store for 45 minutes, probably, trying to get people to read silly names off of an index card.
I thought it was fantastic. It was just awesome, and well done, well done. So, Blake, besides Joe Silverjackify, and believe me, if he's listening, he's going to get a big head. But tell me, what other kind of do you watch a lot of channels? What other channels do you watch?
I watch Laser Beam.
Yeah, he watches gaming guys more than he watches card guys.
Gotcha. I need to turn off my heater here. It's freaking hot in here.
Who's your favorite card video channel?
Pepino Man. That's a favorite. That's a good favorite to have. Caesar's pretty great. Does a good job. What about you, Dustin?
I guess. Well, like I said, Silverjackify, we really look up to him because he kind of made us start. And yes, the Pino Man is brilliant on so many different levels. There's so many great YouTubers. I don't want to single out too many. I love such a wide variety of channels. They're all in the card world, but they're all doing something different.
How many channels would you say you're sub to overall?
Oh man, probably 1,000.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch all of them religiously, obviously.
Sure.
But,
Yeah.
Carly, you can say hi.
Hi, Carly. YouTube debut, live YouTube debut for Carly. 1,000. Your feed's got to be just packed all the time with videos.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It is. I don't want to know what Jack Frost has to go through because he's obviously doing more than me, even so.
Yeah, I think he might hold the record for most comments in a day on YouTube in terms of commenting on people's videos, because he does a great job doing that.
I mean, that's probably a generous guess. Probably not. I'm probably not subscribed to 1,000, but I'm subscribed to more than are subscribed to me.
Fair enough. Are there any new YouTubers that have kind of started recently that you kind of went, wow, they got something cool going on here?
Well, the 3 guys I want to mention are not really super new, but I discovered them within the past 2 or 3 months. And I know you love a couple of them, and that's Blue Jacket 66,
Dave,
which I discovered from watching your channel. And after I discovered him, I went back and watched I think I've watched all of his videos now. And just, besides his collection being just amazing, his knowledge just blows me away. I love his channel so much.
Yeah.
And another guy I would mention is Eric with those back pages.
Yeah.
He's just like the gentle I don't know, Gandalf-y character. And it's very comforting watching his videos. It's oddly comforting watching his videos. And then the third guy I want to talk about is Cards of Giants. He's mainly a football collector, but he actually reached out to me on Facebook and messaged me about our channel and how we're inspiring him to grab some baseball cards and stuff. And, even more than his channel, just talking to him, I really, really dig the guy. He seems just like a cool guy.
I've watched him a little bit too, but I only found him because of the voting that's going on. He got several votes, and I went and checked him out, and I liked what he was doing. So that was kind of cool. Dave, Blue Jacket 66, it's like sitting down and listening to your really smart uncle talk about cards or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow, how does this guy know all this stuff? So, all right, let's get into some beyond cardboard questions. That's kind of you guys and your hobby and your YouTube stuff. But Blake, where did you grow up?
Alma City.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know what Elma City is, but we live in an unincorporated community, they call it. So
Okay.
We're basically like very small rural village without a post office or any stores or anything. But the school that he goes to is Janesville, which is another small town. I think it's about 2,000 people, Janesville, Minnesota.
Okay.
And I also grew up there and lived there most of my life too. So I haven't moved far.
Nice. Blake, what's your favorite subject in school?
Probably gym.
Oh, gym. Okay, what's your least favorite subject in school?
That has to be math.
Has to be math.
Yep, has to be.
Well, we got to work on that math. We'll work on some math together or something, because I love math. I must be a weirdo because I love math. But so Blake, are you married?
Yes. No, I'm not.
Well, all the single ladies out there are gonna want to know if you're single, so it's good to let them know that you're on the market. So,
Okay.
obviously, Dustin, you're married. How long have you been married?
We're going to be 6 years in April, so
Okay,
4
congrats.
or 5 years.
Good.
Yeah.
And we got Blake and Carly. How old's Carly?
Carly is 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't
And
remember.
we have some 2.
Yeah, go ahead. How many other kids
Zach
are there?
There's 3 total, Zach, Blake, and Carly.
Gotcha. How old is Zach?
13.
Okay. How come he doesn't do YouTube? Does he just not like cards or what?
Yeah, he's not into sports, really.
Okay.
But he said some stuff. He likes Marvel.
Ooh, I like Zach. That brings up a good question that we got from the Sports Card Kid. Do you know who the Sports Card Kid is, Blake?
Sports Card Kid 28, whatever his name is.
No, there's another one here in Texas, and his name is Peyton, and he's about your age, and he does his channel too with his dad, a lot like you. And he wanted to know if you guys collect comic books. Speaking of Marvel.
Well, we have a big old stack that my great grandpa gave us.
Blake is he's not really into comics too much. And Zach, he likes them, but we don't collect them hardcore. We go comic book shopping once a year on Free Comic Book Day. We get all the free comics, and we buy a bunch of other
Nice.
issues, and we are. I guess I would say we're interested in comics, but it's not our hobby, because hobbies cost money and interests are free.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you watch all the Marvel movies, Blake?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I love the Marvel movies, so I think that's awesome. So, Dustin, what is your wife, and I'm sorry, what's your wife's name? I apologize.
Kristen.
Kristen. What does Kristen think about the collection? What does she think about the YouTube thing? Does she have an opinion?
She thinks we're dorks, I think.
Okay, that's cool. Or not cool, but whatever. I mean,
she doesn't really concern herself too much with it. She doesn't, dislike it a whole lot, but she doesn't like it, a whole lot either. She's just kind of like, whatever, do your thing.
Hey, you can say, honey, I'm spending time with Blake. It's quality time with Blake.
Right, and she gets that too.
Yeah. Do you play any sports, Blake? What do you play besides YouTube?
I play football and baseball.
Okay, what position do you play in football?
Linebacker.
Oh, you like to be the tackler, not the tacklee, huh?
Yeah.
What about baseball?
I like to be pitcher and first baseman.
Very good. That means you're involved in the game. I like it. Are you a good pitcher?
Yep.
Yep. So are you going to be on a baseball card someday?
I'm already famous.
What? Because you met Royce Lewis?
No, big head. No wonder why people see me when I'm hiding.
What about you, Dustin? What sports did you play when you were a kid?
I played football and baseball. I think I dabbled in basketball and wrestling a little bit. I played up through junior high, and then in high school I kind of quit playing. I actually had a lot of the high school football players trying to get me to join the football team, but at that point I was a big duck hunter, and that's what I wanted to do in the fall, in the morning before school. I didn't want to go to practice. I wanted to go duck hunting.
Okay, I got to talk more about that. So you would wake up at the crack of dawn, right?
Yep.
And head out to the duck blind, I assume, on a lake or a pond or something, and call in ducks, huh? And just hang out.
Yep.
That's right. That sounds fantastic. God, that's awesome. But it had to be like really cold, right? You just bundle up.
It's quite the thing in Minnesota. The weather is just so crazy that some days you'd get your waders on and all your waterproof jacket with hat and gloves. You go out there and set the decoys up, and when the sun comes up, it's like 60, 70 degrees, and you're about to die of a heat stroke. And then next weekend you go out, and it's 15 degrees, and you're freezing your butt off. So.
Yeah, that sounds like not a lot of fun to have to try to figure that out every time. But that's awesome that you loved. I'd love that idea of getting up. We can do that around here, just not a lot. It's you have to go a ways away from the city to be able to do that.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but it can be very rewarding.
Yes.
Yeah, we do a lot of dove hunting here, which is just a simpler version, and love it. So, are there any other hobbies you have, Blake, besides cards? So not necessarily sports related, but just other stuff you like to do with your free time?
Play Fortnite.
Play Fortnite. All right. Are you good at it?
Yep.
Yep.
I have 11 wins.
You have 11 what?
Wins.
11 wins. Nice. Do you play Fortnite too, Dustin?
No, not at all.
He hates it.
It's kind of weird because my older son, he's a gamer, and Blake was never a gamer until he found Fortnite. And the reason why is because it's the only game he's ever been good at. Like, he could not beat level 1 in Mario, he just was never but he's good at Fortnite, so.
That's cool.
Definitely.
I play a lot of Call of Duty.
You play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I do it. There's a version of it called Zombies, where I don't play where you're getting, because I would suck at the part where I go around killing people or shooting people. But in the Zombies, you just run around and kill the zombies, right? And you have all the guns, and it's so much fun. I didn't think I would ever like it, and then me and my son started playing it, and I got to where I had to practice on my own, so he would actually play with me because he was so good. He'd get very frustrated because he'd have to come revive me all the time. So.
Yeah.
Do you ever play Call of Duty?
Yeah, Blake's mom plays with him once in a while, and Blake always ends up
taking her guns,
taking her stuff. And
yeah, that can happen. Okay, let's get to some audience questions because I think we have a lot. So Blake, can you do the Fortnite dances? Pepino Man wants to know.
Yes, I can. I can actually do about 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that.
Okay.
Now the question is, can you do them good?
That's probably the right question.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go back up here to some of these. I was trying to pay attention to you guys. I didn't write down nearly as many questions as I should. Question. This is from Rob's Cards. He wants to know, I guess from you, Dustin. He loves your father-son team. He also collects with his son. He wants to know how he can keep his son interested in cards.
Man, that's a good question. I guess
just kind of like keep them going.
The bad thing is what to keep Blake into collecting is not necessarily the thing that I want to do with our collection, because to keep him in it, you're gonna have to buy new packs for him to rip.
Right.
Yeah, because I have to have a blaster box, or else I'm gonna go up.
Yeah, so keep buying them, and you do the boring stuff for him. You do the curation of the collection until he gets old, because he's not gonna want to care enough to sit there and sort cards for an hour or whatever.
He wants to go play Fortnite. Okay, open the cards, Dad. I'm going to go play Fortnite. Okay, Blake, this one's for you. This is from Ed Wesker Griff. He wants to know, do any of your friends collect cards as well?
I'm not really, I've seen people, one day I gave, some people, some baseball cards, for my team. But as far as I know, only one, and that's Landon.
Yeah, Landon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did. We handed out. I made a bunch of packs and handed them out to his baseball team last summer.
That's cool.
It's different when I was a little kid, Blake. When I was starting collecting, all of us at school. That's what all the boys collected, baseball cards, no matter what. It's a different animal these days.
Very different. So, Blake, I got another question for you from Pepino Man. He says that you're a dabbing expert. He wants to know...
Yes, I am the dab expert.
Well, he wants to know how much you practiced to become the dabbing expert.
The first one that I used to do was the cringiest one. My dad would laugh at me. He's so dumb. I'll just go...
They can't see it. He's dabbing away here. They can't see you, buddy.
We can hear you dabbing. Did you ever watch yourself in the mirror, dabbing to make sure you could get it perfected?
Yeah. Oh, probably, because I just want to see myself see how bad I dab and then just try to get better.
Well, Pepino Man calls you an expert, and he would know. So, Dustin, question for you. This is from Kyle Ground Chuck. He wants to know how many years you've had your beard.
About 50. It's getting pretty white.
Well, hey.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know. I've heard for a while I've I'm one of those guys. I could go shave, and by the end of the month, I'd have pretty much the same thing. 2-3 weeks, I'd have a big beard.
And then you would shave it in month.
I gotta trim it. My wife likes it, but I have to kind of trim it to make sure it doesn't get too wild.
Well, Jack Frost Football wants to know if you shampoo it or do you just soap wash it?
Well, I guess I shampoo it. I'll wash my hair. We use this fancy shampoo that my wife gets where you're supposed to wash your hair twice.
Okay.
So when you wash it the second time, then it's all you get a lot of foam and bubbles, and then I'll bring that down to my beard and put that in.
Scrub away, huh?
Scrub it up.
Scrub it up. Scrub it.
So this next question is kind of for both of you because you both may answer it differently. This is from the Sports Card fam. What's your favorite care package that you've ever received?
Ooh, oh man, I don't know. Honestly, probably all of them, because it's like I don't want to make anyone feel bad, but it's like basically everyone has like at least 3 or more bricks in them, and it's like kind of sometimes it's like holy crap. And then sometimes I like freak out because I get like something really cool, like a freaking air horn.
Blake, I just want you to know that's how we all feel when we get a care package. We all say, "Holy crap!" So, Dustin, what about you? Can you think of anything that stands out?
Well, just when we got the Kyle Rudolph football helmet.
Oh yeah.
And just the fact that so many people put in money to get that to us, and they had a nice long letter that they included with it, and so yeah, and even when we got it, I showed it to my wife because I open up packages beforehand. So I pulled in home and I seen this giant box sitting on my front steps, and I'm like, what did she buy now? And then when I went up and I seen the name, I knew what it was, and I showed my wife. And then, I think, what did we do that day? We had football practice or something.
Yeah, we just got back.
And we got back, and I said, you're going to want to do this. I know it's late and you're tired, but you're going to want to do this. And my wife sat there next to us and watched the whole thing, and that's the only time that she's ever even slightly been involved with any of our videos, and so I thought that was really cool.
That is cool. So here's another question from Mike O. Asks a question. He wants to know how come you guys are so good at winning contests?
Man, why are we so good at winning contests?
Oh no, maybe
Blake is lucky, man. He is so lucky.
I am the luckiest person on earth.
Listen to this. So today he made his. We had to make a box for Valentine's Day for his class.
Okay.
And he used a red Sharpie, and he pulled the cap. It was a brand new red Sharpie. He pulled the cap off, and there was a sticker on it. And the sticker had a code and said, "Enter this code." He friggin' won an autographed Sharpie today. We don't know who it's going to be autographed by. It could be Aaron Judge, Aaron Rodgers, Chris Paul.
Oh yeah.
No way.
They're going to let us know. Yeah.
I'm the luckiest person on earth.
Or like when we went to the Twins game and they pulled him down onto the field. I don't know. Blake is just all way.
Dude, in that Mickey Mantle autograph, I am just the best fan.
Couldn't hear you, buddy.
What's going on about the Mickey Mantle autograph?
Yes, that's right, from Blue Jacket. Wasn't that from Dave?
That was from Dave, yeah.
Oh, that was awesome, by the way. So cool. Was that your first Mantle autograph, Blake?
Yeah, probably.
That's a good one to have. Those Prez Steels are just fantastic. I love them.
Half of my friends that I talked to about it, like, they didn't even know anything about him.
Yeah, that's not terribly surprising. But when they get older and you're older and you can say I have a Mantle autograph, they'll know what's up then.
Yeah. The only person who actually knew it was my teacher.
There you go. Okay. Let's see. I think that's all the. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'm frantically scrolling through the comments here to try to see if I've missed some things. Did y'all see any other questions that we missed?
How old is Astro? Before that.
Oh yeah, I've seen if Astro was named after the Jetsons.
Okay. Is Astro your dog? I take it.
Yeah, basically.
Well, he's huge, so he's actually named after the van.
Okay.
But we did different names.
No, we adopted him when he was a puppy, and he already had that name, so we just kept it.
That's cool. How old is he?
Oh God, he's about
7.
no, he's 5 or 6.
Okay. Blake, they're calling you the human rabbit's foot.
That means you're lucky.
That means you're lucky.
Well, I am the luckiest person on this earth because I just dab every moment I do that. I'm lucky.
So Jack Frost wants to know, between you guys, who would win in a thumb war?
Me.
You think
I
so?
don't know.
Let's see. Go for it. Let's see who wins.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
Did you cheat?
I gotcha.
Dad wins.
Oh, Dad wins.
I win. I dab. I won.
Too bad we couldn't see that. That would have been funny.
Yeah. Cat took me down the floor.
Ground Chuck wants to know if you guys are currently working on any sets that you're putting together.
I have an idea.
You have an idea, you said?
No, I have no idea.
No, the last set we built was the 2013 Panini Cooperstown.
Right. I saw y'all got some boxes of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have like a starter set of 98 tops. So I'm thinking whenever I have time to put that together and in a binder, then maybe that'll be our next one.
Okay.
It's probably like 100 cards short.
Hey, Blake.
What?
Here's a suggestion for you, because you're 9 years old, right?
Yep.
So what, you were born in 2010?
No.
Yep.
2009.
2009.
9.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's right. You'll be 10 this year. So 2009. Maybe you should go back and like buy a top set for every year that you've been alive. Like just a base tops baseball set.
Dude, that is actually a pretty good idea.
Occasionally.
So,
because it's not that many years, and it's only about, it depends if you buy them like at Target or Walmart or wherever, you can just buy the whole complete set. And if you keep it sealed or put it in a binder, either way is good. You know, I think both have good things about them. So, but that's just something cool you could do, just to every year have one. And I tell you, when you start early, it's a lot easier than when you get old like me. So I think that's... Go ahead, Dustin. Sorry.
The only tops that we've built is the 87. Get that. And we also did the Tops Kids. Whatever year they did that, 92 or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's a really small set. You're right. Blake was sitting on the floor now, but he said Pepino Man has the world's biggest collection of sets.
He does have a lot of sets.
I see binders is just crazy.
It's pretty cool, that wall of binders he has back there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, y'all want to do some rapid fire? You ready for some rapid fire?
Bring it on.
Do it, man.
You want to do it? All right. So this will be my first double rapid fire. So we'll see how this goes. Just answer. Let's go. Blake first, and then Dustin answer. Is that cool with y'all?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And it's rapid fire, so that means rapid answer. All right,
Ha.
Dustin and Blake. Okay, here we go. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Bacon and pepperoni.
Okay.
Pepperoni. Jalapenos.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Butter brickle.
Okay, I have to stop. What is butter brickle?
It's like, sort of like butter rum with like toffee pieces in it.
Either or twit.
That sounds delicious. So, all right, here we go. On your hot dog, mustard or ketchup?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
How do you drink your coffee? Creamer or black?
Nothing.
I don't drink coffee either.
Okay, that was easy.
Mountain Dew.
Are you a good dancer?
Yes. I'm like.
I bet he's dancing
Depends
right
on
now.
how much I drank that night.
Fair.
I was gonna say that.
All right, favorite candy bar?
Ooh, Snickers. By the way, like 10 billion times out there, man. Snickers.
Caramel, but it's got to be refrigerated.
Okay. What's your favorite soda?
Right there.
Ooh, nice. That's a good one.
Coca-Cola for me.
Okay. What do y'all call it up there? Is it pop or is it soda? What is it? Pop. So here in Texas, everything's a Coke. Now, when someone says, "Hey, do you want a Coke?" you say, "Sure. What kind?" So it's weird. I don't know. Well, we'll use soda or stuff like that too. But it's just different. What's your favorite board game?
Probably Yahtzee.
Okay.
Scrabble.
Because I'm like the king at Yahtzee, bro.
King at Yahtzee. I bet. Do you beat your dad at Yahtzee?
Yes, sometimes. Once I've got like.
Whenever he gets the Yahtzee, he runs around the house yelling like an animal.
I am the one.
Yahtzee! I love that game. Great game. Blake, I think I know the answer to this, but what's your favorite video game?
Fortnite.
Myself?
Yep.
I don't know. I like Mario games.
You like the classics?
Yeah.
Do you have an NES system at the house where you can play that old stuff? Or do you just use the Wii or what?
We have one of those mini ones that has games built into it.
Is that cool?
And we also have, it's all right. There's a lot of games that I think it's missing. We also have a Super Nintendo and a Wii and a Switch.
Nice.
And a PlayStation 4.
Man, I need to come to your house and hang out. That'd be fun. What's your favorite movie franchise? Do you know what that is, Blake? Like a series or something?
That's a show.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, what's your favorite movie then?
No. I don't know. That's a hard one. The one I like. You go first.
For a series, ooh man, it's so tough. There's so many good ones. I'm probably gonna say, I don't know. Does The Man with No Name count as the Clint Eastwood?
Sure.
Man with No Name trilogy.
Sure.
That's what I'm gonna say.
It's a good one.
Don't ever get worried. I love Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and that, but I like my westerns.
What about what's that movie with the
I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
the war? Like it's like the dude who like
Oh, Hacksaw Ridge. That's what Blake's trying to say.
Okay.
Hacksaw Ridge, you like.
Good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport to play?
Baseball.
Baseball.
What's your
No, football. I don't know, both.
What's your favorite
I'm better
sport?
at football.
You're better at football? What's your favorite sport
Yeah.
to watch?
Football.
Yeah. Football on TV, baseball in person.
Yeah, definitely.
Blake,
Way better.
what's going to be your first car, Blake?
I don't know. Probably how junker. I don't know. Unless, like, I make it to, like, the NFL, like, right after I make it to college, and then I'm still living.
You're gonna get a car still when you're living at home.
Probably like a Honda or something.
Probably our old Impala or something.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be that. I'm gonna get a second truck.
Dustin, what was your first car?
It was I think an '86 Mercury Topaz, and I think I paid $100 for it.
Whoa! Did it actually run?
And it ran for I don't know how long, and then I think I blew a head gasket or something like major.
What do you drive now?
Now I drive a Hyundai Sonata.
Okay.
And that's actually my wife's car, but I drive it more because I have further to drive. And then we have a GMC Yukon.
Nice. Good family car for all the kiddos and stuff.
Yeah.
So, hey Blake, what was the last movie that you cried at?
Oh man, I don't know. What is it?
Did you cry at the theater the other night?
No.
We went and seen Creed 2 the other night. Now,
That was pretty cool. I almost did, honestly. Like right when we like almost.
you cried on the new Star Wars when Han Solo died. Remember?
Yes, I was crying like so much, dude. Don't even.
It's okay, Blake. I think a lot of us cried when Han Solo died. I think that's true.
That thing, man.
What about you, Dustin?
Oh man, I don't know.
He's like.
I guess I don't really cry at movies. We were just talking about Schindler's List the other day. I guess I was kind of glassy-eyed man tears on the end of that, maybe.
Yeah?
Oh, you little baby.
Well, I better look and see if there's any last-minute questions from anyone. Man. Well, that's all the questions. That's the end of Rapid Fire. Man, guys, thanks so much for being on the show and for coming and talking to me and hanging out for a little bit. Did you have fun, Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on the show.
Oh, you're very welcome. So, for those of you guys watching, I'll make sure and put a link down to Dustin and Blake's channel below. Go check them out. You'll be totally entertained. Blake, you're awesome on your channel. And keep doing it, man. You're doing a great job.
Just want to tell everybody in the chat right now. Everyone dab.
Everyone dab. Okay, I'm dabbing. Poorly.
Okay.
That was terrible. Terrible. Dustin, you want to say anything before we cut off here?
Not really. Just thanks for everybody that tuned in and gave us some questions. And look out for the next Double D Car Talk, which will be on my channel Monday or Tuesday.
Man, I'm looking forward to that. That is awesome. So, you guys hang on with me for a second. I'll talk to y'all in a second. I'm going to say, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Everybody have a blessed night. Have a great week coming up. And we'll talk to you guys soon. And